Hi everyone, welcome to week 3 of your pharmacy software course. This week we're going to be completing labs 5 and 6. Lab 5 is all about adding a drug to the database and other kinds of inventory type things. This particular week you're going to do things a little bit differently with your assignment. Instead of just doing some screenshots at the end, you're going to be doing some screenshots throughout the lab. So in my directions I've given you specific places throughout the actual lab where you're going to be doing screenshots. So you're going to be doing specific tasks and then kind of stopping, doing a screenshot, putting it into a Word document, and then continuing on. So on this particular assignment, you're going to start by looking at a sample drug label. And the label is actually the one on page 36. So you're going to use the label for the Abilify. So once you've accessed your Visual Superscripts, you're going to click on the drug button right over here. And so once you click on this drug button, then you're going to go through those steps and add this particular drug, just like it appears on that label, to your inventory. Okay? So you're going to go through and you're going to do that, and then again you're going to take a screenshot at a specific point. In this case, the first time you're going to take a screenshot is on page 37 at step 15. Then you're going to go ahead and you're going to click onto the next tab. So notice there's 3 tabs across the top. The drug and packaging is the stuff that you're going to get off that label. Then you're going to go to the pricing and stock tab. And from there, then you're going to put in things like the expiration date, the minimum amount. We talk a lot about PAR, like how much we have to actually keep in the pharmacy at all times. That's the kind of information that's going to go there. And at what point we want to reorder. So that's also going to be going there. And again, you're going to take another screenshot at step 21. Now, as you move on, this particular lab has more than one task. So you're going to go ahead and continue on and look at things like what happens when you reorder, or you want to adjust that reorder quantity. In other words, maybe you've discovered that you need more than you thought. You're going to change that so that you're ordering it at a different point when you run out. And then the last part of this particular lab, which I think is probably one of the most interesting parts, is verifying the drug identity. And when you do that, you're going to also complete the exercises on page 42 for 4 additional drugs. So you're not going to do just the one, although you are going to complete a picture for the Lexapro. You're going to also do the Prevacid, Tegretol, Risperdal, and Neurontin. Now, the idea here is that you're doing a print screen of what does the drug actually look like. And although this is a retail pharmacy, and obviously, you know, it's great to be able to identify a drug in a retail setting, this is actually a really great task to learn how to do for acute care settings as well. A lot of hospitals now have what we call med rec techs. So we're actually doing reconciliation. So you're identifying drugs, and then there's also some that are actually working in the ER, working hand in hand with the nurses and the doctors in the ER to identify drugs that a patient might bring in that don't have the labels and things like that. So this is a great tool for that. And it's kind of works in the reverse, where you're going to put identifying marks in and things like that, and then identifying what the drug is. So it's great to be able to look at a drug and be able to identify what it is. The second lab that you're going to be doing is all about entering a new prescription. So you're going to look at how to actually finally enter a prescription in. Before now, we've been dealing with all the kind of behind-the-scenes stuff. These are going to be actual prescriptions. One of the things you're going to also do after you complete the lab itself is you're going to go to the back of the book and you're going to do some more practice. So we've only got one in the lab itself, but I want you to do more than just one. So I've assigned you some prescriptions from Appendix B in the back of your textbook, and you're going to also do print screens for each of those. If you have any questions about them, If you maybe have trouble reading the handwriting, make sure that you let me know, and I'd be happy to help you interpret those. Also, please remember that now that you're getting into prescriptions, there is a whole section on SIG abbreviations. So if you look on page 144, that's where those all start. So those will give you some ideas of some of the SIG codes that you might see. So if you don't remember them, if you've got, not just aren't sure what they are, that's a good place for you to go to get some reminders. And as usual, if there's anything at all that I can help you with, please don't hesitate to ask, and have a great week.